Africa is disproportionately impacted by climate change, facing increased temperatures, altered rainfall patterns, and more frequent extreme weather events like droughts and floods due to environmental degradation. These impacts exacerbate existing vulnerabilities, particularly for youths and women, and pose significant challenges to food security, health, and livelihoods. Uganda is experiencing increasing temperatures and more frequent extreme weather events due to climate change. It's upon this background that the Bundibugyo Cultural Institution, OBB, in Bundibugyo district has launched a 5-year tree planting campaign to restore the lost green cover in its territory. This comes as the institution prepares for the 11th anniversary celebrations on 30th May since its existence under the leadership of retired Colonel Martin Kamya Ayogi.
In preparation of our 11th coronation anniversary, we have gathered today here at Butogo village in Kisuba sub-county, where His Highness Omudingia has been launching a tree planting project as one of the activities of the occasions in the anniversary month. Bamba as a cultural institution does not work in isolation with government. It is our target and the government's target to preserve and conserve the environment.
And this is among the activities that the king is supposed to officiate during this month of anniversary. We started with the opening of the marches that was started almost 1 month ago. Today is the second activity where the king has launched the tree planting, and this is going to begin the tree planting exercise that is going to take for almost 5 years.
The tree planting activity comes at a time when the district has faced continuous landslides, floods, deforestation, among other disasters.
Bundibugyo's forest cover is 65%, but much of it is attributed by the protected areas. Much of the area, like Semuliki National Park, is more of a forest. Rwenzori Mountains National Park is more of a forest. So they have contributed a lot. But when it comes to in between here, the arable land, where people stay, where people cultivate, the forest cover is very low. But with the partners of WWF, UNHCR, NFA, we have planted, in the last 2 years, we have planted over 600,000 trees in the district. And we hope that this will increase the forest cover within the settlements of the people. I'm happy to report that we planted over 10,000 tree species. I mean trees, because every sub-county chief in the kingdom was given about 2,000 seedlings, and about 5 of them in the county. So we expect that 10,000 seedlings have been planted for the launch of today. And we encourage so many other people to ensure that they plant these trees. By the time we reach the max, that's the climax of the day, which is 30th, we need to have planted over 200,000 trees in the district. Why do we need trees, or why do we plant trees now? For like 5 to 10 years ago to date, most of these people in Bundibugyo have used the trees for charcoal burning, for firewood, and others for timber. Now most of these trees on the farm are completely off. Even during sunshine, mudslides are just taken away, and the land is just getting wasted by those factors. And also there are many other problems like extreme heat. We experienced a lot of extreme heat just 3 months ago, and we hoped that if we had these trees, I'm telling you, we would have fresh air, because for them they produce oxygen, which is very fresh and very essential for human life. So those problems, including the massive tree cutting, people are cutting, it is also a big problem in Bundibugyo.
As you can reflect behind there, here in Bundibugyo, there has been natural calamities, like water washing away the surface area due to destroying the environment. So we have come in as the institution to rejuvenate and preserve the environment so that such anomalies should not happen again.
The purpose is our district is affected by so many landslides. Our district is affected by surface runouts. We have so many streams that comes all that way from Mount Rwenzori, and once they become flooded, they end up destroying a lot of vegetation. So our king today has started that journey of ensuring that all the Wanabudinja have started planting the trees.
Trees just because they want to make bricks, and every home almost has a killing of bricks. It's a very big problem because they are just cutting from their farms, and even as we talk, each stack of firewood is at now 250,000 without transport. So someone goes for his fruit trees and cannot afford this. So it's a very big problem because it will continue encouraging and affecting tree cutting in the district. Currently, Bundibugyo, of course, is at the center of most of disasters. Like when you go to Butowgo, where we have been today, it is a lowland. When it rains, everything is taken into the river. We have a lot of landslides that have occurred there, a lot of floods. The river, that Lamia, whenever it floods, it takes over the whole trading center. Whenever it rains, most of the land is taken away.
Various tree species have been planted for various reasons.
Planting different species of trees. He planted the bamboo at the river bank of Lamia, which has claimed a lot of land of Ugandans. He has planted a mango tree, an indication that people should embrace fruit trees in their areas. He has planted Myzopsis seminai, or Musizi in the local name, which is very conducive and appropriate species for cocoa growing. So, and the rest of the members that accompanied him planted a number of trees.
We have planted trees like eucalyptus, one for wind breaking, preserving the soil, and for commercial purposes. Lastly, we have also planted trees for eating purposes, where we can pick fruits and eat them. We have supplied avocados, we have supplied guavas and other fruit trees. So the purpose is not only for preserving, but also feeding.
In his remarks, the cultural leader of Obudinja Bamba Cultural Institution, retired Colonel Martin Kamya Ayogi, has called upon his subordinates to embrace tree planting to overcome the dangers that come along with destruction of the environment.
One of the things that protects our environment are the trees that we have started planting jokingly. Tomorrow they will save us from a lot of disasters. Butogo residents, please protect them. 3 months ago, you would not cover yourself with a blanket at night, only maybe at 4 a.m. or at 3 a.m. Let's put more effort in conserving the environment.
So in addition, the king urged the community to stop dumping plastics anyhowly.
The plastics we are dumping anyhowly are going to bring us more problems in future. Let's gather them, all burn them. If they continue being dumped in water, we shall regret in the near future.
Regarding the sustainability of the planted trees, the forest officer, Bundibugyo district, explained more.
For the kingdom, we have structures. Each mukungu or each village chief has been given a responsibility to ensure that in his jurisdiction, he monitors those who have received the trees and reports to other hierarchy to ensure that those trees have survived. Because we are calling them the Mudingia's trees. So they must take care of them also as government takes the monitoring on a quarterly basis. As a district, when I talk as a district now, we have at least subsequent monitoring. Whenever we give people trees, we register them. Then after 1 or 2 months, we go and monitor and see the survival rate. Currently, our survival rate is about 70%.
Bundibugyo district stakeholders have a message for the public.
The people of Bundibugyo should reflect back on what happens when the environment is attacked. What I can tell them is to continue planting trees, to look at the environment. They should not pollute it, should not drop polythene, should not cut trees for charcoal burning. All in all, they should preserve their surrounding so that they can live in harmony with the environment.
On protecting the environment, the cultural institution has a big role to play. Having a big number or a big following, people can listen more to the cultural institution than other stakeholders. But it is a role for all the stakeholders of the community of Bundibugyo district to sensitize the community to plant more trees in the district. Like here in Butogo, where we have been for the launch, we have a challenge that this river Lamia is taking over, is taking Ugandan land to Congo. So it is a very big challenge to the community of Bundibugyo. So I would call upon all stakeholders to come up to plant more trees. The government has done a lot. Actually, even these trees have been donated by Bundibugyo district local government to the cultural institution. So that is already a role that government is playing. So it is upon us, the community, to use these trees accordingly. So I would call upon all stakeholders to come up, sensitize the community at all levels, whether LOC1 or these new leaders that were elected of recent, let's all come up and sensitize the community. We plant more trees.
The 11th anniversary of Bamba Cultural Institution is very unique, as the king will unveil his wife, Her Royal Highness the Nabantu, to the public for the first time.
This time around, the king has a wife, and who is our mother and her title is called Nabantu. So that day is so special to Bundibugyo because many people are going to gather to witness this event. On 30th of May 2025, it is, for us here in Bundibugyo, we almost call it as our Christmas. All the Bundibugyo gather together to witness the anniversary of our king, and this one is going to be the 11th one. And this one is so special in such a way that we are also going to unveil the queen.
The tree planting activity was followed by the King's Walk to Sempaya Hot Spring, one of the magnificent tourist attractions in the Bamba Cultural Institution found in Semuliki National Park. The king walked accompanied by his subordinates to this beautiful natural resource. Statistics obtained from the Ministry of Water and Environment indicate that in 1990, Uganda had 24% of forest cover. But due to the escalating illegal activities, including deforestation and population growth, that has forced people to encroach on the various forest reserve land to carry out cultivation. This has drastically reduced the forest cover to 12.7%.